You're watching KETK in high definition. This is East Texas Live.
Good Wednesday morning, everyone. Welcome to East Texas Live. I'm Casey Kopiak. Bob Burkeen is on assignment today. We have a jam-packed day for you lined out. Gail Helms from the Humane Society of East Texas drops by. She'll bring a furry friend looking for a forever home. Our friends from Trinity Mother Francis stop by as well. We'll learn more about their upcoming trauma symposium. Also, it was a big night for the presidential campaign. Debate number 2, town hall style last night. Facebook friends, log on, let us know how you think the candidates performed last night. We'll read your thoughts a bit later. And also, Beyonce has been confirmed as the halftime performer in next year's Super Bowl for 2013. It's the same network, you know, that aired Janet Jackson's wardrobe malfunction in 2004. Guys, as I head over to Kyle Roberts filling in for Katie Green and Ben Hill, the Beyonce fan, are you excited about this? Oh yeah.
Well, it should be a good show. I'm not a fan. I am a fan, but I don't necessarily go out of my way to like listen to her music or buy her albums, but that doesn't mean I don't like her. I think many of her songs recently have been about, you know, girl empowerment, which is great for you ladies.
Yes.
Not so much for us guys, but she's clearly very talented, as is her husband, of course, Jay-Z, who I'm probably more a fan of, let's say.
Now they have the baby, Blue Ivy.
That's right, that's right. So I'm quite certain that baby will be multi-talented as well, so that should be interesting.
Well, if not Beyonce for the halftime show, who would you guys pick?
What a question.
I know.
What a question.
It's a tough one.
Michael Jackson.
You know, I don't like music.
I know, you hate it. You hate it.
I'm not a music
You
fan.
just got introduced.
Right, I'm gonna turn it over to Kyle.
Well, I mean, they always, you know, Beyonce's a great choice because you can't. So many people love her,
that's true.
and they just have to go with someone who's safe. In light of, like you mentioned, the Janet Jackson incident, you just have to go with somebody that's well known.
You've got a lot of
Right.
talent.
Pull something
Well, did you guys catch the Black Eyed
do
Peas?
magic,
Yeah.
2 years ago.
play
That
music.
was
That was terrible.
to
It's
watch.
just
Give
they
them
have
a
to get
back
somebody
handspring.
popular, and so
Yeah.
I'm surprised that they didn't get Bieber or somebody like that.
Bieber, yeah.
I can't even imagine what a Super Bowl with Bieber would look like.
Seriously. What about Michael Bublé though? He would be my vote for
Hell
it.
yeah.
It'd be
but
good,
play
but you just,
rules.
you know, sit there with a microphone and it'd just be. It's
Or
not a
maybe-
show.
Sure.
It's a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah, it's
It's
got
a
to have the
show.
fireworks and the lights and
Yeah.
everything. Well, I think Beyonce's going to do it fabulous.
Well,
I think she'll do great,
I'm
yeah.
certain she will, absolutely. Clearly very talented. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you both here in a bit. In the meantime, we'll look at our headlines here at this hour. A TJC student was robbed and beaten Tuesday morning. It happened at the Varsity Place Apartments. Ferris Davis told officers someone knocked on his door a little before 2. He opened the door and 3 masked men forced their way into his apartment. Davis said they were pointing guns at him and wanting cash. The intruders reportedly hit Davis several times around his face and head. The men stole some cash and then ran away. Tyler police make an arrest in a September shooting. Trent Darrell Mumfrey was arrested for shooting 22-year-old Dasha Webb. Webb's paralyzed from that shooting that occurred along South Augusta back on September 30th. Mumfrey is currently charged with aggravated robbery. The trial for a man accused in a 1999 Smith County cold case murder began Tuesday in Tyler. 34-year-old Shamsamil Masters faces up to life in prison if he's convicted of murder. Masters had to be extradited from a prison in Colorado where he was serving time for 7 bank robberies. He's accused of murdering 19-year-old William Thomas Young 13 years ago at the Woodland Estates subdivision. An Angelina County jury sentences a Lufkin man to life in prison for killing a 3-year-old. Carrie Jock Woodard was already a convicted sex offender, but the jury found him guilty this week of first-degree murder in the 2010 beating death of his girlfriend's 3-year-old son, the crime that was called the worst case of child abuse in Angelina County. A license for a Longview adult bookstore has been delayed. Surveyors are trying to determine if the Venus is located within 1,000 feet from a home. The business, which is located on FRJ Drive in Longview, has been waiting for approval for a sexually oriented business license from the city.
The city has ordinances in place.
Regulations are being met.
And so with this, if the business meets those ordinances, meets the regulations, then they'll be issued the license, but have to make sure that all of those regulations are being met.
I didn't buy it.
The city expects to get the survey results sometime this week. Some people in the Pelican State got quite a scare late Monday night. In Webster Parish, about 30 miles from Shreveport, reports from Shreveport to Claiborne Parish say They felt buildings shake and even heard a loud boom. Some saw a flash of light in the night sky. There were some who suspected a meteor, but in the light of day, they discovered the explosion came from an underground bunker at Camp Minden. Some folks, though, were having a hard time believing that.
They were all
I really wasn't for sure because I've never felt nothing or heard nothing.
out of the sky.
And then again, it could have been someone hitting a telephone pole because I live 17 miles north of here.
It might have went into a bunker, hit a bunker or something, but something did come out of the sky.
No one was hurt, thankfully, but there was some damage to buildings. The third annual Bras for the Cause event kicked off Tuesday night in Tyler, and this year's fundraiser took place at Holly Tree Country Club.
They're all one girl in the house.
Organizations from across East Texas participated by making their very own bras. County Sheriff J.B. Smith. The fun part, though, each bra was presented to the audience, mostly of women, by some very buff East Texas firefighters. Women Council of Realtors hosted the event, and all proceeds benefit breast cancer research. Last year, they raised $20,000, $10,000 of it went to Susan G. Coleman Tyler. We'll switch gears. We're going to check here of our morning weather with meteorologist Kyle Roberts and our KETK Live Doppler Skywatch Weather Center. And Kyle, we're seeing this trend of warmer temperatures, above average temperatures for this time of year, kind of stick around at least through today, right?
Yeah, it's going to be much warmer today than we were yesterday. Yesterday, that cloud cover stuck with us throughout the day, and we think we only topped out at a high of around 68 degrees, whereas right now we're seeing temperatures pretty much above that. A little cooler though, because the cloud cover is still out there, but I think as we get through the afternoon hours, that cloud cover will begin to break apart. I'll show you that in just a second. But for now, 72 right now in Tyler, 70 in Longview, 72 in Mineola, 70 in Nacogdoches, 72 in Lufkin. But look off to the west. 79 in DFW, 77 in Waco. That's where that cloud cover has thinned. And I think we'll see that cloud cover continue to thin here in East Texas, and we'll get some very warm temperatures by this afternoon. What we're also seeing is breezy conditions. Winds out of the south, around 20 miles an hour above Tyler and Longview. Same thing in Sulphur Springs, a little weaker in deep East Texas. But you can see gusting to upwards of 30 miles an hour, higher than 25, and that will be the trend, especially once we get in the afternoon. And that cloud cover breaks through and the sunshine breaks out. I think we'll see those winds increase even more across East Texas. So today will be breezy and warm, partly cloudy. Highs will be mid to upper 80s. South winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. With those gusts, 25 miles an hour or higher. We put a 20% chance of rain in as a cold front pushes closer towards us. I think the best chances will be in our eastern and southern counties. Tonight we'll be breezy, decreasing clouds. Lows tomorrow morning will be in the low 50s, maybe a spot or two reaching the upper 40s by early tomorrow morning. 20% chance mainly for eastern counties, otherwise it'll be breezy and warm today. After that cold front pushes through, a nice cool and sunny forecast for your Thursday and Friday. I think deep East Texas has a little bit better chance of seeing the showers and storms. We'll put around a 30% chance for those of you in deep East Texas. Once again, those storms won't be arriving until sometime this evening or late evening into the overnight hours. Ben, Casey?
All right, Kyle. Up next, we'll learn more about an upcoming trauma symposium. Our friends from Trinity Mother Francis drop by next.
And we'll see how Bambi tries to get a free pass to a gym. Guess he's trying to get into shape from the run. That's when East Texas Live continues here on KETK.
3, 2, 1, take it. Go up on one. Keep going. Go ahead and listen to that just a little bit more. What did you listen to before, Daryl? Just nothing but gospel? Listen up on one a little bit. Yeah. Cool. Pan left to here. You go to the left. Keep going. Yeah. A little bit more. Yeah, not there. 30 out.
All the cameras are good?
Yeah.
Alright, you think it's gonna be good? Or you want to throw Richie out here?
Hey, look, Thomas, there's your daddy.
I'm gonna go jump on captions.
Okay.
I wouldn't jump on one.
15. Why not, Richard? Be a man. Jump on it.
I don't know.
Ride that pony.
There's a big difference between being a man and a murderer.
Stand by one.
Welcome back to East Texas Live, everyone. If you want to know about the latest and the greatest medical breakthroughs in the trauma system, Trinity Mother Francis Trauma Symposium is next month.
That's right, and John Moore, of course, is here to tell us all about it. John, welcome. Always good to see you.
Welcome.
Yeah.
So my three.
How you guys doing?
Doing
Good,
well.
good.
How are
Always good
you?
to see you.
Good.
Good.
Happy Halloween.
Yes,
you know?
yeah, well, we
try to be
Halloween
festive.
too.
Yes,
Very
yes.
festive.
Did you notice the background as well?
I did.
East Texas Live.
Yeah, how
I
about
like
that?
it too.
Very
It's
fallish.
so
I like it.
fancy.
That's right.
All right, let's get to the Trauma Symposium.
Sure.
What can we expect? It's November 9th,
It's
right?
on the 9th, that's
Okay.
right, at
Yeah,
Weisenbaker
full
Conference
screen.
Center, which is on the campus of Mother Francis Hospital. Dr. Luis Fernandez, who is our chief of trauma, and
Luis
his team
Destatic.
doctors and nurses, they put this on every year, and this is not just for us, this is for any of the other hospital personnel, anybody that wants to come. We have people that come from Louisiana, from Arkansas. Normally you find trauma symposiums or symposiums of this caliber in the much bigger cities. And so we're very fortunate that our team of folks who are very, very busy all the time taking care of people who've been injured are willing to put this together. This is a very high caliber symposium, and we want everybody who has any interest in learning about the latest treatments for pediatric patients, for adults, in the realm of trauma care to come on out and sign up.
Well, John, how many years have you guys held this symposium?
You know, I think it's 12, I'm not sure, I know it's well over a decade that we've been doing this, and this is, I can't emphasize enough, this is a lot of work behind the scenes that it takes to schedule these people to come in. They have folks that they bring in from other trauma centers around the country to speak. We have local people who speak, and we try to make this as collaborative as we can with the other medical facilities in town, and some of those folks will talk, some will attend. The idea is to bring everyone in and share ideas. If you've learned something new that's a better way to treat a patient, share it with everybody else so that they can do the same thing. The other part of this that's important is,
How old were
as
you,
you
Daryl,
probably
when you
will
started
know,
listening to the
doctors,
sectors?
nurses, all have to have continuing education credits. Now, they're called different things for doctors than they are for nurses, but this is an event where you can get some of those credits that you have to have every year.
Oh, fabulous.
And so all you have to do is take a look at our website, and it will list exactly how many credits that you'll be getting. And it's well worth the day.
Rebel.
Is this a first come, first served basis? How do we get reservations for something like
It
that?
is, and the reason that it's first comes, first served, first come, first served, I should say, is because of the amount of seating. I think they can do about 150 or so in the room. So the first folks that apply online are the ones that are going to get a seat. But we normally have plenty of room. We haven't, to my knowledge, ever had to turn anybody away. It turns out just about right. And they normally have really good food. So
Yeah, well, you can't beat that.
You can't beat that.
Catering.
Well, John, quickly, how can we get some more information about the symposium?
Our website's the easiest way. It's tmfhc.org. And if you'll just go on there, there should be a banner where you can click on Trauma Symposium. Again, it's November the 9th in Weisenbaker Conference Center.
All right, November 9th. Don't procrastinate just
Stand
because
by
it's
one.
next month. Get it done now.
That's right.
Yeah. All right, John, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for letting us get the word out. We appreciate
Of
your show.
course.
You got it.
What?
Up next, a sweet season in Gilmer. We'll learn about this year's Jamboree from the Highness Queen Yim. She's in the living room up next.
That's right, and we'll review Wear That Smartphone, and you can really get into some trouble. The
Everybody
most
faded.
dangerous place in the house. That's when East Texas Live continues here on KETK.
3, 2, 1, take it. 15.
Should I go up on the cam?
No.
Sweet.
It's an easy one. 10.
Cam for the end.
Canyon.
5.
What? You're boring.
Welcome back here to East Texas Live. There are so many great festivals all throughout the year here in East Texas, but the East Texas Jamboree is one of the longest running festivals in Texas.
The Jamboree kicks off on Thursday. Now, this morning, we're joined by this year's Jamboree Queen, Mary Paige Linder. Congratulations,
Thank
Paige.
you so much.
Number
Yeah,
3.
a long journey to become the queen. Tell us a little bit about that.
During June, 7 girls from different service clubs in Gilmer
Yeah, I
are
wish.
put up to run for the Jamboree Queen.
Okay.
And during June, we do ticket sellings and donations and different
She'll find
things
a
like that.
boyfriend one
And at the
day.
end of the 2 weeks, all the money is
Not
counted,
anytime
and then
soon.
whoever has the most money will be announced as the
Her
new
face ain't cute
Jamboree
enough.
Queen.
And this is you, and this was, you were saying, a record year for a
She's
racing
not like
record.
you,
How much
Angela.
money was
The
raised
goddess
this year, Paige?
to all
Around
men.
350.
Fabulous. And what does that money go toward?
mainly scholarships for the East
From
Texas
all your
community.
ex-boyfriends.
And it also goes toward the coronation
They're like,
and the
damn it, I
pageant
wish she wouldn't have broke
and the
up with me.
livestock shows.
I never wanted to let her go.
Now, what is your main role when this festival kicks off on Thursday? What is your role here, Paige?
My job or my honor is to
They talk about
get to
suicide.
stress how important the Jamboree is and get to show the community
I talked to like 30.
just how rich the tradition and the history is and how it's an honor to get to be a part of it.
All right, well, you're on live TV right now. Why don't you do a little bit of a selling point? Why should we come to the Jamboree this year?
Which part of it? Oh gosh.
Good answer. I like that.
No, the Jamboree, it just means so much. Whether you go to the carnival, or you buy a turkey leg, or you go to the livestock show, or watch the coronation, it just, it means so much to the family.
You should be
and
next
it just
year's
really
queen.
stresses the history of our community. So.
Typically, I'm
think
sure
so. You're only
Paige,
like
that Gilmer
21,
sees
right?
thousands of East Texans come there just for the Jamboree. That's really, wow, see, that's unbelievable. That's great, especially for Gilmer's economy as well, bringing all those people in. You're going to be seeing a lot of people from out of town. If you had to brag about the Gilmer and the Jamboree Fest, what are some of the best points about being in Gilmer and being part of the Jamboree Fest?
Oh goodness. Probably the coronation and the pageant.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it.
Did you see that when you were a
Of course
little
you did.
girl growing up?
Yes, well, I show pigs, and I thought when I was younger and I saw a girl showing her
showing one
animal
now.
with her crown on, I knew I had to be that girl. I had to be the girl who got to show
It's
with
like
her
Honey
crown
Boo Boo.
on. So.
And now you are. So congratulations to you, Paige.
So we can go out to Gilmer this weekend and see you and say hi, and you can show us around.
Tomorrow morning I'll be showing you.
Oh, fabulous.
great.
Okay, well,
She got that squeaky voice.
thank you so much
Thank
for
you
coming
so
in,
much.
and congratulations.
Come to the Jamboree.
Okay, you
do.
got it, Paige.
Up next, we'll check in with meteorologist Kyle Roberts. Enjoy today and the warmer temperatures because this
Sweet.
That's right, might need a jacket tomorrow morning, but we'll still see these warmer temperatures stick around
Stand by
this
the
afternoon.
faded.
Kyle will let us know how warm it will be getting today. Next on East Texas Live.
3, 2, 1, take it.
I gotta get some stylish ones if I'm be wearing them out. That's why I want my
Get
glasses.
some old piece of shit like mine.
I got some, but I lost them.
And here comes the obligatory picture. Bling! You're a superstar now. 10% cute girl.
You're on TV.
Hey, is chat for weather still in?
Yeah.
Alright. Guess I'll just keep the shot on 2.
Cool.
Yes, yes it is.
She was cute.
You say so.
She was cute.
No, she
A
wasn't.
little something.
I mean, the way,
Something.
the way she, you know,
Well,
her
she
personality.
Yeah. I can see that.
She was cute. Doesn't mean that you want to go and date her. It just means she's
Well,
cute.
well, because I'm a
I have
girl,
different meanings.
so...
Some girls are really girls.
Yeah, but that's not my style.
If I want to go out and date her, it's like she's absolutely and amazingly gorgeous. But cute, no, that's nothing.
You can be comfortable with sexuality.
Anybody would be
I
cute.
am with guys.
Am I cute?
Guy.
Yes.
Sweet.
See, that doesn't necessarily mean I want to date Richard.
Pretty.
Oh, no, I thought those were pretty. I'm not...
Don't you start. There's people listening in.
Well, there's pretty and there's sex. You can't tell
We have a
sex.
chance, JT.
We do.
We're guys.
Oh, I need all the help I can get. 1 minute.
Oh.
What are you talking about, Daryl?
I was waiting for you to say something.
Take it.
He's just a part-time lover. He likes to share.
He was raised right. Sharing is good.
Looking for a
Yeah. Platonic.
platonic. No, fully platonic.
Yeah, like, why are you looking at
We found him on Craigslist under strictly platonic.
When you have to say it like that, it's totally not.
Hey, did you hear Kyle? Start out with the radar, please.
Radar it is.
Alright. Just for this weather.
Alright. 15, A open.
I'm off tomorrow.
Are you?
Friday and Monday.
Fuck.
So we got Kathy.
Kathy and then Nicole.
Oh, really?
Nicole, who?
Underwood. Underwood. What?
And now, your KETK live Doppler Skywatch forecast.
Did I tell you that my mom works in Carroll with her husband?
East Texas, and even some
It was
rain
weird.
today. We're still seeing
Yeah, my
some
mom
cloud
goes, "Do you
cover,
know
although I
that
believe it will begin to break
Nicole
up. And
Underwood?"
we could see some rain
I
later
go,
on this
"Yeah, how the
afternoon.
hell
As
do
can
you
see right
know?"
now, nothing going on in
It's like
KETK
her
live
husband
Doppler
works with me at the
Skywatch.
title
We're all
company.
clear out
Yeah,
here. We
this
do
is
have that
all-
cloud
it's
cover.
oil
That
related,
cloud
right?
cover
Yeah.
is going to stick with us for maybe another hour or so, but it will
Yeah, I was
continue
like,
to break
holy
up
shit.
as we head through the
Small
rest
world.
of the afternoon or into the afternoon.
Yeah, that's Dallas
and
area.
into the evening hours. I think that you'll see that cloud cover begin to
I
thin.
mean,
it's
The
not
sunshine will
far
come
from
out and
Dallas.
be very warm by
I
later
thought it
on
was
this
further than
afternoon.
Charlotte.
So those temperatures outside going to
Unless he
reflect
made a
that.
change. I
Not
know
so
he was
warm
working
right
on
No,
now.
I
but
think he
once we
does.
see
No, I
that
mean, those
sunshine
guys
start
go all
bubbling,
over the
Yeah.
place.
these temperatures will continue to go. Only 72 right now in Tyler, 70 in Longview, still in the 60s.
Oh, your
Both
sister
Henderson and
lives
Jacksonville.
Yeah. Well, my mom lives
72
in
in
Marshall,
Mineola,
but she
72
works
in
in
Gilbert,
Carroll.
72 in
She has
Nacogdoches,
a-
and 72
No,
in
no, she
Lufkin. The
has
other
her
story we have going on right now is the
double
winds
wide
out of
in
the south.
Marshall, and
Around
then she
20
rents an
miles an hour
apartment
above
in
Tyler
Carroll.
in Longview.
Okay.
Little
So,
old weaver
during the
down to
week,
the
it's
down to
crazy.
deep East Texas. Only 8 to 9 miles an hour in Jacksonville
Is she
and Lufkin,
married?
13 miles an hour
No.
in Nacogdoches. But check out some of these
Just
gusts
3
across
times.
the area. 30 miles an hour in Tyler, 26
thanks
miles an
for
hour in
times the charm.
Longview, 18
Two
in
were-
Jacksonville, 18 in Nacogdoches.
One was
It's gonna be a
lazy,
breezy
one
day
was a
across
drunk,
East Texas.
and
As
one
these
was
winds
my
are not going to
dad,
die
who's
down
a cheater.
anytime soon.
Okay.
All this wind is
Yeah.
ahead of an approaching
Three things
cold
you
front,
can
and then once
Right.
that cold front passes, the wind will shift out north. It could be
I
pretty
don't mind
breezy
the
after
drunk
north.
guy, but
However, that cold front's
He
not
was just
slated
too
to
lazy.
arrive
As long as
until
it
probably
doesn't
late this
affect
evening
your
for most of you across East
ability
oh,
Texas.
it did
Texas.
affect
Maybe.
him.
We could
He
see
woke
some
up in the
showers
morning
and
hitting the
storms. I think
bottle.
best chances would be in
Yeah.
East Texas,
They
in
Vodka.
eastern counties, probably coming
Did you watch the
somewhere in
video
that
about the
6,
ghost?
7, 8 o'clock time frame.
Oh.
Then that cold front
It
pushes
was pretty
through,
lame.
clouds thin out, the rain will end overnight. We'll just be left with some cooler and drier weather by tomorrow
Tell her
morning.
what
So
to
as far
say.
as
Like,
today is
the one
concerned,
over in
highs
sales
today,
was
I think, will run
hilarious.
to the mid to upper
The girl
80s. I
said,
think it'll
"You're
really
not
depend
supposed
on
to
how
be
much
in here." And I
sunshine
was
you
like,
get. A
"That's
little less
Seth."
sunshine, maybe getting into the
That's
low
it,
80s.
Chris.
The sunshine, maybe into the upper 80s. So we're going to go 86 for both Tyler and Longview, 85 for Houston, 87 Nacogdoches.
And the representatives they
88 for Lufkin. You
sent
see
were
these
not
low
the most
temperatures by tomorrow
eye-catching.
morning.
Well,
After the cold front passes,
on the
it looked
phone, like,
pretty
Janet
cool.
kept saying, like,
There's three.
they really didn't have a
Through
personality.
Thursday as
Right.
that
And I mean,
cold front will
I'm
brought
just trying to
drier
find
and
somebody
cooler
to
air into
I
our
thought
Sorry,
area.
you were here.
20% chance of
He's
those showers and
looking
storms
online.
mainly for eastern
JT,
counties.
turns out
Otherwise,
Richard
we'll
was
be
the one
breezy and
making
warm
all the
today.
noises.
I
The
know.
full
I
forecast
figured
for
it was.
tomorrow, highs will be in
And
the
that
mid
squeaky
70s
sound
Friday
that they
morning.
heard, that was
Particularly for your Friday morning. Deep East Texas, I think go in a 30% chance of those showers and storms mainly in the evening and late evening hours. I think you have a little bit better
Big
chance of
website,
seeing
possibly.
showers and storms than the rest of
You
East
can't let them
Texas.
feel it.
Well, Kyle, here's what I like
Tell
and
me
don't
the
like
video
about the
didn't
7-day. I like that we're seeing the
because
70s. I
it's
don't like that we get 2 days of that
Mhm.
essentially, then we're right back up into the 80s.
Yeah, such as this time of year in East
Yeah.
Texas, where it just doesn't stick around very long.
And I, on the other hand, enjoy
Ah,
the
yes.
80s. I'm actually very frightened of this 40-degree temperature I'm going to
Took
have
many
to
years of practice.
embrace tomorrow when I drive to work.
What are you going to do when it's December and January and we have those days where it's 20 degrees?
My heater is broken in my Jeep and I still haven't figured out
I,
how to
I want to know
Work and I have a direct
So
deal.
what you do when it's 20 degrees cooler than the weather
I
that
land up
Letter
like a
alligator.
hermit and I'm very irritable. That's
Possibly a portable heater, perhaps, some sort of portable heating device, heating pad.
something.
See you later, alligator.
We'll figure it out. It'll be a test trial tomorrow, I guess.
you just, I don't know where you need to move to. If you think that East
I know.
Texas is cold, I don't
Think
know
about
how-
me in New York
Florida,
City for 2 years.
I don't
It
know
was
where you
I was
go to live.
absolutely miserable. I think Hawaii sounds great.
Maybe Miami? I mean, they don't get as
We'll
cold.
see. But we only have one day of the really cold morning, right? And then it-
Tomorrow morning will be, you'll call it chilly. I think most of you call it chilly tomorrow
Okay.
morning. But yeah, Friday morning should be
A
pretty
gorgeous weekend to reward ourselves
That's
for
right.
surviving
That's right.
cold temperatures.
Good point.
Thanks, Kyle. Up next, our friend Gail with the Humane Society of East Texas drops by, and she's bringing a friend. We'll make those introductions a bit later.
That's right, and next in news, the election just weeks away, and the side against the sale of beer and wine in Tyler starts name-calling. We'll sit in on the Tyler irate when the second half of East Texas Live begins here in about 2 minutes.
3, 2, 1, take
Pastor
it.
Roger's package was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Like, jeez.
that was awesome. Triple by Bipple.
Yes.
Triple was in.
Oh, that was good.
That one look good.
That was hilarious.
You're
Then
hilarious.
he called like a preacher.
I know I am, but what are you?
Look good at closing time.
Let's see what now.
I was like, that's the best
Anything.
Yes. Like, but how would he know?
Just say I am the Eggman.
How would he know about closing time?
You're
See,
the
we
man.
were born.
That's why you have any church
You used to have it all.
Other churches, because the church will be drinking too.
Fine.
Well, you know, but it's just.
Ow.
Tell me about it.
Just slap myself in the face.
Nice.
Well, I heard that
With a rubber chicken.
they just meet and not really doing nothing.
Yeah.
They just meet and talk about what they want to do.
Well, because I think I don't think they want to stop it.
Because it's more revenue for them.
Yeah, it's more revenue.
I won't be able to buy a six-pack on my way home.
Hell yeah.
So I go to Coffee City.
They need to bring the hard liquor.
Baby steps, Daryl. Baby steps.
Yeah.
I can go one beer, wine coolers for a while.
Well, look, it's funny because they didn't
Us
protest
too.
the wine store coming. Like you notice when they opened
Yes,
Petersall,
All right, I'm going to get 30.
KE, like you didn't hear any.
That's for the
protest.
common folk, the gallery.
There you go, that's why.
And even this guy, like, where was this guy?
Wow, my
That's why they protested this. That's what keeps us all out of business.
Dang it, I want to drink today, but I don't have any money or booze.
Up to that
Have you been to
vodka.
Giant
Well, I
Ball
mean,
Vodka yet?
Petersall
Me and
was
Clint
gonna be
drank,
fine.
Clint drank
That's the problem
most
with
of it.
sharing with people, JT.
I know.
If you
And
don't have the
they
money, you don't
replenish
share.
your stock?
I know, hell
Oh
no.
no, JT, no.
Unless they,
Well, I mean, sometimes he buys me some drinks at Coretta's, or he'll bring. It's kind of a give and take.
No, when you get low, you don't share.
It's like
Keep
it
it to yourself.
sucks.
Indeed. I barely put a dent in that bottle.
You need to bring it on over and let's dent that bitch. 15.
Hey, does
Those ain't no
3 look
fools.
soft to you at all?
Actually, I can't today. I gotta go back in at 5:30.
Oh, do you?
Yep.
3 looks
I'll
hardcore.
dent it. 5. Yeah, it's good.
3 look good?
Be open. Yep.
Good.
Almost as good as you.
You're watching KETK
That's
in
just
high
terrible.
definition. This is East Texas Live.
Hey, yeah, that's spectacular.
Welcome back for half hour number 2 of East Texas Live. If you're just now joining us, we've still got a lot
Yeah,
more
what's
on tap
up?
this
Where's
Wednesday.
Paula?
Now, we always love when
I'd
you
much
get
rather
excited
see her
East
than
Texas
Jacket.
Live.
Oh,
If
man,
you're
let me
looking
tell
for a
you.
pet to add to the
I second
family,
that motion.
Gail Helms will join us in just a bit. And
Because
also a
she's
bit
going around
later,
telling people
our
that she's
Facebook
the
friends
producer of
are
both
on
of these shows.
fire
Nice.
this morning talking about
Really?
last
Yes.
night's debate.
Me too.
You can weigh
Me
in
too.
too. Log on to
Like,
our
the
East
lady from
Texas Live
BC, the
Facebook
lady
page
from
and let us
CISD.
know who you think
Like,
came
she
out on
forwarded
top
me
last
this
night.
email
Ben
yesterday.
and Kyle, did
And
you
it
hear?
says,
A teacher in New
"Paula,
Mexico
I would like to get
trying
2
to ban
Paula
the snack
IC
food,
students on your morning
flamin'
show."
hot
Sweet.
Cheetos from school. He says it's a
It's
health
Kim
hazard
from
and
BC.
a
That's
mess
She
okay.
for the
forwarded it to me.
neighborhood.
She's like, "Oh, Kim
Well, I
wants to
tell you
get
what,
them
I'm
on
a fan
your
of Flamin' Hot
show."
Cheetos, not as big a fan as
No,
our
no,
editor,
Flamin'
morning
Hot
editor,
Cheetos.
Richard, I believe who
I know.
That's probably
It's a little
what
bit.
you
Yeah, it's because of
Yes,
the diet.
yes.
favorite snack is
Cheetos
Flamin' Hot
that stuck to your
Cheetos. I'm
hands
sure he
and then they
doesn't
have
mind me
clean
telling
off
the
the
world.
tables and
But
everything.
they are a delicious snack. I
Then
see
they're
where the
extremely
mess can come
unhealthy.
in though, because
Me
Casey,
and
you know,
Jennifer
how you
Keelan
get
both
the
agree.
like the
Flamin'
reddish
Hot
orange
Cheetos.
tint on your fingers
Yeah.
and you can't ever wash it away.
Apparently, the kiddos are smearing the hallway walls with their orange fingerprints, and the
Yes.
janitors are not
Yes.
happy about that.
I guess that's somewhat understandable.
It is,
It's
but to
destruction
ban-
of school property.
That's a
To ban,
raglan
well, it's not
excuse.
permanent, you know,
Yeah.
washable,
That's a
but to
raglan
ban the
excuse.
flamin'
Yeah.
hot Cheeto,
And sure, it's a high
Anything.
calorie count, but who's counting?
700
Yeah.
calories to be
Yeah,
exact.
okay,
I
okay.
looked it
Just
up.
a little snack bag, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's a delicious
They got a
snack, you
nice
just
camera.
need lots of water, of course,
Make the
afterwards,
background
because they
look
can
like
get
steak.
spicy. from
They
time to
can.
time.
Water not only to drink, and I guess water to clean off
Oh,
the
it's
messes
'cause
that
she's
were all
a-
over the school. I guess as well.
Fingers. Well, what's your go-to chip, both of you?
Oh my gosh, see, I'm not much of a chip
That's
guy. I do know that my lovely producer,
Because
Meredith,
the
on the
sons-
Fox
my sons are
broadcast,
Is that a package?
loves not
Or
only the sour cream and onion chips, but she also now is
Hit her
into
with
the
the
barbecue
I saw her
chips.
eating the barbecue chips just a second ago.
But
Yeah.
I will say this quickly. I want to introduce this to you all. Did you hear about the 3 new Pringles flavors
how did
that
you
are
check
coming
her
out
answer?
here in just a few
When
weeks?
you
No.
check people, they
Okay,
get
Pringles coming out with 3 new holiday flavors. Number 1, pumpkin pie spice. It's a potato chip, mind you. White chocolate, cinnamon or white chocolate. What is it, Martin? Peppermint, white chocolate peppermint. We got
Potato
consistence
chips,
there.
okay.
Yes, and then cinnamon sugar. All potato chips.
Yeah,
mind you.
I understand the
Actually,
sweet
I'm
and the
gonna try
salty, the
the-
savory.
The white chocolate.
But possibly
On a
the taste.
potato chip, though, I am skeptical.
Very skeptical.
Maybe we can try them right here on East Texas Live.
That's a great idea.
Live reaction.
Yes.
But I
You
don't
don't
know.
know.
It's a potato
We shall see.
flavored like
Never say never.
chocolate.
All right, thanks, guys. In the news here at this hour, President Obama and Mitt Romney had a debate last night that was often heated and contentious. Renee Marsh joins us from Hempstead, New York.
They're all
The running mates are weighing
155. Standard out.
Mitt Romney often has a very concrete vision about how he's got the experience, the knowledge to get people back to work, to grow the economy. That's why I think he won this debate.
I thought it was incredible that Governor Romney had nothing but a sketchy response to everything. This is the third debate we've had on their tax policy. They get to come up with a single, solitary, specific.
President Obama pulled a few punches last night, a stark contrast to his debate performance 2 weeks ago.
And you're off tomorrow,
Behind closed
so you'll be
doors,
checking her in
47%
about a week
of
from
the
now.
country
Yeah,
consider
she's
themselves
a wacky
victims
chick.
who refuse personal responsibility. Think about who he was talking about.
Mitt Romney held his ground, calling the president a failed leader.
Right.
People in the middle class will see $4,000 a year higher taxes as a result of the spending and borrowing of this administration.
Nobody said she's a genius.
The candidates clashed over the economy, energy, and the administration's response to the attack in Libya that killed 4 Americans, including the U.S. ambassador.
The day after the attack, Governor, I stood in the Rose Garden.
He did.
I told the American people in the world that we were going to find out exactly what happened. That this was an act of terror.
Hell, I'm the GM of this
14
place.
days before he called the attack in Benghazi an act of terror.
Get the
There you go, Mark.
All right, so CNN
Room, you're the new Chris Medley.
They found that the majority of Democrats thought the president won overall. However, they felt as if Mitt Romney won on specific, more important issues like the economy. The next debate, next Monday, the issues will be foreign policy as well as national security. Reporting in Hempstead, New York, I'm Renee Marsh.
Lance Armstrong is stepping down as chairman of the Live Strong Foundation. Armstrong founded the cancer charity in 1997 after recovering from the disease. His resignation comes a week after the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency said it has overwhelming evidence of his involvement in a doping program. Armstrong has consistently denied the claims. According to a statement on the group's website, he said his decision was made to, quote, spare the foundation any negative effects as a result of controversy surrounding my cycling career. The In God We Trust lawsuit in Wood County has been dismissed. Charles Frederick Scott, the man who filed that lawsuit, did not show up for the hearing Tuesday in Quitman. That led to an automatic dismissal. The 78-year-old said he was offended by the sign. In a recent interview, Scott told KETK the United States trusts in anything and everything but God, and he thinks such a posting belittles his beliefs. Scott can appeal the lawsuit. Just 3 weeks away from Election Day, plenty of decisions up to voters. One of them, a wet, dry referendum for Tyler. Here's KETK's Roger Gray.
We thought we'd check in with the two sides of the alcohol
124.
referendum
Let's have a standard on it, Richard.
Buy Local First collected the signatures to get the issue on the ballot. But Chairman Bob Westbrook was not available today. But the opposition
Well, it seems like it says it doesn't, but it does.
Is in bed with the Chamber of Commerce and Chamber of Commerce
Yeah, I think it does
them.
because KETK back in
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So,
well, I mean,
Probably standard out.
Pastor Mike Daniels
We'll have
of
Raymond
Landmark
at
Baptist
43.
Church heads up Stand Strong for Tyler. And he says much of the
strong,
information,
live
like
strong.
economist Ray Perryman's analysis of the economic benefits of alcohol, are wrong.
I think, it would bring a lot of money into the town.
Tyler is a big retail center. And consequently, that it pulls in people from a lot of different places. The majority would be retail jobs because that's the first place you see the impact. But after that, it goes out across the entire community.
Perryman works for the Chamber of Commerce, and they're going to give us a report. It's not biased. In other words, he's a whore.
He's also disappointed that more churches haven't come out in opposition.
Oh, I'm totally
But
disappointed
Coretta's
that
just
in
signed
the end
back
of the
up.
fact kind of conduct like your boys crying in the wilderness.
I think it's just making track their sales better.
All in all, Daniels thinks alcohol's only good for one thing,
It makes fat women look good at closing time.
Roger Gray, KETK News.
Early voting begins on the 22nd. The local option also includes JP Precinct 2, covering the Flint, Bullard, and Noonday areas. There are more than 2 million feral hogs in Texas, but the Texas Department of Agriculture has a plan to help decrease that number. October is known as Hog Out Month. Through December, counties in Texas are participating in a grant program designed to help reduce the feral hog population. Texas has the largest feral hog population in the U.S., and they continue to multiply due to the lack of a natural predator. We all know the wild animal can wreak havoc on property, livestock, and even pets. Numbers from the state show feral hogs cause about $500 million in damage each year. A new survey shows the most dangerous room in your house for that iPhone of yours is the kitchen. Warranty provider Square Trade surveyed smartphone users and found over half of all damage to iPhones occur in the home, with 21% happening in the kitchen. The living room and bathroom were the next two most popular rooms for iPhone accidents, with 9% of iPhone users having dropped the devices in the toilet.
Getting out of your car.
We now check in with meteorologist Kyle Roberts at our KETK Live Doppler Skywatch Weather Center. Kyle, are you an iPhone owner? I forget from time to time.
I am.
Okay.
I still use the ancient 3G iPhone.
Yes, you're like Katie Green.
Because I'm waiting to get my hands on a 5, and I have yet to be able to do that.
Okay, here's the question though. Do you go case or no case for your 3G?
I still have it without case. It's been that way since I've owned it.
And no drops.
And I mean,
3G
I've
is a
dropped
little
it
tougher than the
maybe
new
from
stuff.
sitting and on the floor, but never from an elevated position.
That is
This
pretty
sucker's
impressive,
got
my
some
friend.
hardcore
I must say,
case
it's a
on
phone dropper myself.
I'm scared though when I get the 5 because that thing's so thin.
I know.
It's weightless in your hand.
You might have to go case.
I think I am definitely going to invest in a heavy-duty case for that one.
Very good. Well, in the meantime, weather-wise, looks like we're still sticking with these warm weather trends, at least through today, but then tomorrow we will see quite a change.
Yes, the roller coaster ride is going back uphill for us right now, and by tomorrow morning it'll be headed downhill through that conflict moving through sometime late this evening and into the overnight hours. Temperatures out there right now in the 70s for most of East Texas, 73 in Tyler, 70 in Longview, 73 in both Mineola and Gilmer. Still in the 60s in Jacksonville and Henderson, 69 in Jacksonville, 68 in Henderson, 67 in Athens, 75 already in Crockett, 72 in Nacogdoches, 72 in Lufkin. And the reason why some of these temperatures are being held down is there's still some of that cloud cover out there. And I think once we get into the afternoon hours, that cloud cover will start to thin, and we'll see partly sunny skies and definitely warmer temperatures by this afternoon. Newscast shows that cold front still off to our north and west. It's moving towards us though. By sometime this evening, we'll see some shower thunderstorm activity, mainly in our eastern counties and mainly in our southern counties. So our chances around 20 to 30%, depending on your location in East Texas. So for today, breezy and warm, partly cloudy. Highs will be in the low to mid 80s, depending on how much sunshine you get. Otherwise, the winds will stay breezy south around 15 to 20 miles an hour. Now for tonight, once that cold front pushes through, we'll call for breezy and warm, increasing clouds. Lows tomorrow morning will run around 50 degrees or so. 20% chance of those showers and storms for most of East Texas. Otherwise, you will see breezy and warm conditions after that cold front moves through. Nice and cool, pleasant next couple of days for your Thursday and Friday. Then we'll warm up again, headed into the weekend. To East Texas, I think a little bit better chance of seeing the showers and storms. We'll put around a 30% chance coming mainly this evening and later evening for those of you in East Texas. Guys?
All right, Kyle. Up next, Gail Helms from the Humane Society of East Texas drops by the living room. If you are in the market for a new furry family member, she might have just the pet for you.
And many people these days are feeling the need to get up and hit the gym, but in South Carolina, even the wildlife trying out the treadmill. Find out what not to do to gain that gym membership coming up here after the break when East Texas Live continues on KETK.
3, 2, 1, take it.
I would make that joke because there's a ghost present.
There was.
There's a lady ghost.
She does not like Chris.
Chris.
Yes. Hush.
Oh my god.
You don't belong here.
No, it's funny because it happened in sales, and I was like, oh my god, there's so sales. You don't belong.
It is a weird, unusual, cute dog.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know what she did?
The goat said for Chris to hush.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what? Let me look this video.
What's the last thing he said?
Hey, how was that, dude?
Loosen up a little bit and tilt down. A little more. Yeah.
Alright.
That's pretty
Do
good.
you guys think I'd make a really good judge?
Oh, the poor baby.
Judge Pearson.
Yeah, like right over there on divorce court, like be Judge Pearson, so I could be like sassy.
Hell yeah, you would. You'd be razzing.
Heck yeah.
You'd be like, audience, what do you motherfuckers think? They guilty or not guilty?
Yeah, she's ready.
Every time guilty.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Every
That's the
time.
problem. You know you're going to fucking Judge Pearson's court, you're screwed.
Exactly.
Alright, so she gets settled. Tell me how 3
I
is.
guess so.
3 videos.
Oh, jeez.
He goes.
What was the last thing you said? You said Chris Hush.
What was the other one, Martin?
No, how many were there? 3 or 4? 3.
Yeah.
It was Chris, Hush, and You Don't Belong Here.
Yeah, you don't belong.
But, like, you couldn't even understand that You Don't Belong Here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pretty sure it was just something like this.
Loosen up and go down. 30 out.
Wait, which one?
3.
Okay, loosen up till now.
Yeah. That fucking dog is kind of freaky.
It's nervous.
That motherfucker is real nervous.
I'll put it up there and hold it.
Camera shy.
So I can get
Is that good?
Yeah,
3?
that's good.
Alright, how's 2?
Stand by 1, 15 out, flip the prompter, sweet. Turn around on 1 a little bit. Yeah.
Should I loosen up to include the dog?
You can look at it. Stand by.
Stand by. Hey, should I loosen
Oh
up?
yeah, my buddy wants me to go.
Should I loosen up to include the dog?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Cool.
Welcome back here to East Texas Live on KETK.
One of those was just video of Meredith's
It
phone,
seems like
which
the
was
mood's
useless.
brightened, there are more smiles, there's more laughter.
The long one.
It's always,
They
of
were all-
course,
it was
when
like-
Gail
it's like
Helms
4
and the
seconds,
United
5
East
seconds,
Texas
and 5
joins
seconds.
us here in the living room.
And of course, alongside her this time is Sweetie. Sweetie Pie. Tell us about Sweetie Pie. She is
Well,
such a
we
sweetheart.
wouldn't call her Sweetie Pie because she is so sweet. She's about 1.5 years old, and we think she's a Dotson Blue Healer mix. She's kind of a low rider.
Yeah.
She weighs about 33
You gotta make a
pounds, and
move.
she's full grown.
I gotta
She's
take
had
something
all her
tight of this fool.
vaccinations and she's spayed,
You're
so
up.
she's definitely
Slow
ready to
down.
go home.
All right,
I can
just hold
just see
that.
this girl running and playing with
Yeah,
kids.
it's like a
You know, she's not going to be
dark
so
spot
large that she
McKenzie.
would knock them over. Just a great kid's dog.
He
She's
suddenly
got a
looks
lot
so
of
happy.
energy.
Yeah, now he's not
She's
freaking
very
out.
friendly and just likes to ride in the car.
He knows he's
walks
on the
on a
celebrity
leash,
status
and
level
never
of
meets a
Wishbone.
stranger. So she is, and I love the markings on her
It's been
eye.
okay.
She's just a sweet, sweet dog. So she dressed up for Halloween today a
she
little
is.
bit with her bandana.
Stand by
So
1.
she is looking for a
Yeah.
home.
And if it's any indication of how sweet she is, she just
Chair.
automatically walked up to Ben and I and just started licking
Who's
us.
that?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
We don't
she
mind.
did.
We don't mind at all.
You know, on that puppy kisses.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of
Ben
puppies,
totally
you know, we just kind of ended this big wave of puppy season,
Yes.
but it's not too long before it starts right back up again. Just happens to be right in time for the holidays and all the little kids from Santa, they want a new puppy. That's a huge commitment though, but a big reminder, of course, for spaying and neutering. You
Yes.
guys have a great program for
Yes,
that.
we do. It's called Pets Make a Family Partnership. And so we do lower cost spaying and neutering, but not to the detriment of the animal at all. We do this every Wednesday at our shelter. They can call 526-5598 and we can schedule you for the next week. And we just need to stop some of these unwanted puppies and kittens from being born.
You also have this to look forward to. Pets in the Park.
Yeah,
Tell
go
us
ahead.
about that.
This will be our 14th annual, and it's so much fun. It's at beautiful Bergfield Park, and it'll be the 27th, so we'll have sort of a Halloween theme. It starts at 10, it's over at 4. We'll have a blessing of the animals at 10:30. We'll have a couple of groups from Dallas. We've got the fly ball guys
People
coming
need to
in,
bless
and
and work the animals.
disc dogs from Dallas. Bill and Star will be there. We'll have good food. We'll have all kinds of contests. And it's just a time for people to bring out their pets, the dogs, and let them socialize and interact. And it's amazing. Everybody behaves. There's no dog fights. It's just a really fun time. The park is enclosed, so it's very safe. We'll have our weenie dog races and weenie bobbing and pictures with your pets. So seriously, it's a whole family deal. Bring your pets and your family and come out and join us. And it is a
We need to do it
fundraiser for the
instead of-
Humane Society. If they'll just
See
make
it,
a
shoot it,
donation
share it
when
when
they
you
come
do
in, that
picture
would be
perfect
really,
pets.
really helpful.
Now, will you guys have some pets out there up for adoption as
PPP.
well?
We
or-
actually will have them
Tell
there
Ray
to
if she can dress
showcase
up
them,
one
but
The
if people are
teepee.
serious, they need to come to the shelter. But we will have some of our shelter animals there that day. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Fun
A lot
time.
of
Gail,
fun.
thank you so much for coming in. And
Send my
Sweetie
one to
Pie, you
those.
seem like she's She's
Oh,
a sweet
adorable.
girl. She's a licker. Love that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
One more.
Thanks, Gail.
Just hold it.
Stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
3, 2, 1, take it.
We're gonna start doing.
Martin had that same deal.
Are we gonna do the PPP?
Yep.
I like it.
You're gonna be our first subject.
I have some.
Do
I have like 3 dogs and 2 cats.
Tight.
Your 3 dogs?
And one of my cat poses for pictures. It's pretty awesome. It's weird though.
3 dog here.
The TP.
Start your own humane society.
Yep.
Divorce court.
Divorce court. A tame version of
212, no chat.
Yes, sir. It's the family chat time.
I think I'm gonna do my hair like what's his name?
Carrot Top.
No, I've done that though.
Yeah,
What up, Arun?
but whether it's dead or live.
I'm not sure. What's he gonna be, Richard?
You know the guy from I think it was Battle or maybe it was Stargate.
Probably.
God, he's on The Office now.
Oh, James Spader?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Bad
Heck yeah.
hair, man.
Heck yeah. 1 minute.
Hey, is that weather still in?
I don't know. You want a new car?
Yes.
You're getting a new car?
No, she keep on telling she want a new car for years.
Ask her now.
Oh, really?
No weather, guys.
No weather. Weather's dead, Arun. Weather is dead. Weather is dead. Oh shit, Nate Browning's trying to fucking talk to me on there.
Hey, how is 2?
Good. No. There my 2.
Welcome back
That
to
ain't
East
near
Texas
as hard
Live,
as you can
everyone. It
get.
was a second
AJ,
of 3 presidential
I'll tell you
debates
about
before
him
the
freaking-
big election just in
Where
3
Josh
weeks.
Bettis left his
Mitt
shit
Romney
logged in, he
against
went in
President Obama.
and started
That's right,
chatting
this
with
morning
all
we
his
want to know
friends. He
in
didn't
last
just
night's
change his
town
sexual
hall
orientation.
Who
He
do
went
you
to all
think
his friends
came
in
out
his
on
chat
top
list and started going,
last
hey,
night?
I've come out of the
We, Pose
closet.
this question to our Facebook friends and we'll
I mean,
read some of the
everybody
responses.
thought
Steven
Josh
says
was gay.
Romney, the current administration, has a lousy
It
record.
was horrible.
Or to try and
It was.
Carrie says
It was
the undecided
mean. They were
voters
posting on
are
his wall
looking
and
for a
shit.
reason to vote for
Man, I
Romney.
still
They are
love
not
you.
undecided about Obama. Mitt Romney has
It was
given them that
messed
reason.
up, dude.
Mark says Romney won hands down. Obama was just spewing more and
That's
more
what you call
lies.
bad news.
Terry says, Obama, I know our deficit is hitting
He
him hard, but
was.
Romney cannot explain clearly how he
And
will
AJ,
increase
he
it
would
without
go and
his
like
plan being full of
everything on your
flaws, which
Facebook,
Obama
so
pointed
it'll
out,
pop
not
up
to
on your
mention the
phone
CNN
like
news
90
commentators. I just wish the audience could have
He was
asked
a
some
Facebook
questions that didn't
fanatic.
involve being around the bush. I know I certainly could have.
Kenya says Obama's
they're beating around
comments
the
or
bush
lies
because
in
they were talking
parentheses
about
can be
George W.
debated
Bush.
with facts
Martin
that
beats
he
around.
might have been more aggressive, but Romney
hard.
made more sense and had better
Yeah.
points.
Says Joseph Smith came to me in a dream and said, y'all are all wrong on who should be the next president.
Just
Vote
kidding. We still
Big
love
Bird.
you, don't worry.
All right, Bart.
There you go.
For Big Bird. LK says the president was definitely
never had
stressed.
Mandy
His
F.
eyes were
Arnold or
blinking so
shell-shocked
fast he looked as if he
McCann.
could explode. Question is,
Well, Mandy's
why
got
would
a
a
kid
person
now, so I
react
guess
that
she's
way
too
if
busy
they
to
were
face
doing it
it.
right? Romney won the debate. The president may have pushed more, and he also stole more time, not allowing by going over 4 minutes. The mediator should have kept her comments to herself.
Because then they take like a
There you go. Well,
gazillion
interesting to
pictures.
see even some of the undecided voters, how nervous they were when they were asking some of the questions. I mean, one lady, I kind of felt bad for her whenever she went to ask the question. I mean, you're facing 50 million people, the president, his contender,
those people watching at
she
home.
had to then go back into her notes to remember the question. But it happens. It's very nerve-wracking to be up there.
So you did get to watch.
I did. I only planned on watching the first half hour, but then of course I had to finish it, so
It's
another hour later.
nail-biting. A lot of people, if you're not into politics, you don't understand, but it is a bit nail-biting.
Absolutely, absolutely. But the very contentious
But
moments,
that's
and there were some
like
ours, Garrett tweeted that the ghost of former President George W. Bush was in the room, because if you remember the moment he had with Al Gore in their town hall moment when he kind of gave Gore the up and down, like, hey, you're in my body space. There was definitely some moments like that with Mr. Romney and President Obama that were quite funny.
One more debate now.
That's right, one more to go.
All right, Facebook friends, thank you so much for loving me and letting us though. Now, boot wearing East Texans are headed to Henderson for the rodeo.
That's right, KETK's Teresa Sardina has our preview.
Horses will be bucking, the cows will be bucking. It's going to be
135.
All for a great cause. The 19th annual Rusk County PRCA Rodeo is kicking off. It's a 3-day event that starts Thursday, October 18th through Saturday, the 20th. Boot, hat, bull riding, and
Chair JT. Rich said this one has the outcue.
Oh, sweet. Thank you, Rich.
Poach action, pack night, trade show, dart.
This is where the bulls are placed.
That'd be for show. Like for true.
And when the gates open, that's when the bucking starts.
Yeah, baby.
The show starts at 7:30 each night. There will be 7 events: bull riding, barrel racing, bareback riding, steer wrestling, tie-down roping, saddle bronc riding, and team riding.
Bullfighters, they're all been in the National Palms Rodeo, and it's all professional sports right here in Rusk County in Henderson, Texas, and we want everybody to come out and have a good time.
Thursday night is the first performance of the rodeo. Friday is Tough Enough to Wear Your Pink Night to support National Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Saturday is the final performance of the rodeo. There will be events for kids every night.
Each night the Rusk County Cowgirls will be doing a routine, and they will honor the American flag and the veterans and the servicemen that are fighting right now for our freedom. And that'll be a special thing to see.
Rodeo Chairman Ron Yandel tells KETK there will be great entertainment the whole family will love. Teresa Sardina, KETK News.
We'll be back with more KETK's East Texas Live in just a couple of minutes.
Stay with it. 3, 2, 1, take it. No, thank you.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what we're working on in the KETK newsroom for 5 and 6.
On KETK's Live at 5, we'll look back to Tuesday night's big presidential debate. And was there a clear winner or loser? We'll hear from Texas to see who they think has the most momentum moving forward.
And on KETK News at 6, the violence at Varsity Place Apartments continues to get worse. We'll hear from residents who are fearing a potential swipe from an attacker. It's all coming up tonight right here on KETK News.
And switching gears now, perhaps desperate for a workout, a South Carolina gym got an unexpected visitor without a membership card.
That's right.
What's that noise?
Surveillance cameras caught a deer running into the gym's front door. The manager says she heard a very loud boom and thought some equipment had fallen over. And this driven deer wasn't giving up. It came back for yet another attempt before finally running away. Yeah, just wanted to get a workout in. But,
yeah, gyms. No fun.
No, not to anyone.
This weekend, though, you can get a workout outside because it'll be gorgeous weather.
Her ethnicity says white here, though.
Temperatures this weekend should be back in the 80s after a cool down tomorrow across the area, which is pretty nice. 80s for the weekend. Looks like mostly sunny skies. However, what we're watching today will be some showers and storms later on this evening ahead of an approaching cold front. It will be breezy and warm day. Weather.
Okay, pull out those coats for tomorrow then. Thanks for tuning in to East Texas Live today, everyone.